Hey guys, today I want to talk about crushing and evasiveness. You might have heard stuff like, this crushes my attack, oh no, Soma's crushing, if you know what I mean. So what does crushing mean? Very simple concept. I will record something with Lily. Okay. This move here, let me record it in a slightly more intelligent way. So like this. This move here is a high crush. What does it mean? No matter which high I use, no matter which high I will use, she will go under it. So I cannot hit her while she has a high crush. I have another example. Okay. Oh, sorry, my bad. So now I have recorded Lily to do a couple of jabs. So as you can see, this move here is a high crush. No matter which move she uses that is a high, as soon as my crushing properties start, I will be immune to those attacks. And this is very important to note. It takes a couple of frames for moves to have crushing properties. It really depends on stuff. For example, if you have a hop kick, most often than not, let me see, Lily's hop kick. Okay. Whenever you jump, you need to duck to jump. Okay. So most hop kicks have a bit of... let me see if I have a good one. Just hard to explain, but most hop kicks have a bit of high crush at the start of the attack, and then they have a low crush because they're jumping over your foot. So moves can crush various heights at different times during the move. It takes a couple of frames for crushing effect to occur, and crushing effects last for a couple of frames, depending on the moves. There are moves that crush a whole lot of time. For example, Lily's Snake Edge is really good at crushing, because she immediately is on the floor, so any high will be crushed. And she crushes until she stands up again. But what is the difference to evasive? As we discussed, crushing means being immune to any high. So no matter which high I will use, I will not be able to hit her. Because it's a high crush. I mean, I could do anything, even with an electric. The electric is a high with an extremely crazy hitbox. Just look at it, okay? You see, I can even pick her up from the bottom. The hitbox of the electric goes from somewhere here to down here to the floor. So this move has a crazy good hitbox. But still, I can't hit her when she's doing this high crush move. What I want to tell you is, hitboxes don't matter for crushing moves because they are immune to those attacks, no matter what the hitbox says. But what is evasiveness? For example, Devil Chin's up 4 is very evasive. Evasiveness means it evades attacks not because it crushes them, but because the hitbox is so that the enemy hitbox doesn't hit your hitbox. The enemy's hurtbox, which is the hitbox that is applied to deal damage, doesn't hit you. And this is evasiveness. For example, Lily has this move here, Matterhorn. Matterhorn is very evasive. So it goes on under certain mids. Let me see. Let me test something else out. Okay. Let's see her. Yeah. As you can see, her Snake Edge went under my down forward 1. But not because it is a crush. And how can I prove that this is not a crush move? I just use another mid with a better hitbox. As you can see, she can go under my down forward 1, but my down forward 2 and my down forward 4 will still hit her. because the hitboxes and hurtboxes of those moves are different, so these collide and you get a launch or whatever. What I'm trying to say to you is, when something is evasive, you need to figure out which moves to use to hit her in this stance. For example, you know she likes to snake edge. What do? You don't spam down forward 1, it will get crushed. Evaded, sorry, my bad. Use moves that you know that are very good against evasiveness, like down forward 4. Same goes for Ling Xiaoyu. So basically the whole concept here is crushing means being immune to something, low crush, high crush, and I will record a hop kick with Lily. Okay. Sorry, my bad. Okay. This is a low crush, you see? So there are high crushes, there are low crushes, there are no mid crushes that I know of. Maybe there is one legendary move that is a mid crush, but generally speaking you have either a high crush or a low crush property, or you have a move that has some high crushing properties or some low crushing properties. And there are moves that are very evasive. But evasiveness and crushing are two different kinds of things. Why am I telling you this? On one hand, because a lot of people misuse the word crushing and you might get confused, and on the other hand, it's good to know the difference. If something is a high crush, it means you can't do anything about it, don't do highs. But if you know it's just high evasive, it evades highs because she's ducking a bit, but it's not a true crush. You can use highs with good hitboxes, like for example an Electric Wind Godfist. If you know, okay, this move here evades a lot of stuff. Here. This move here evades a lot of stuff. And if I try to use mids with bad hitboxes, you will go right under it. But now that you know what crushing versus evasiveness is, you can understand, okay, I need something with a better hitbox. So what might hit her, what do I have which has a better hitbox? This is a bad choice. Because this is a mid that hits very high, for example. You see? But this is a good move because his foot goes from here all the way up there. So it eliminates all this evasiveness here. And every character has different kinds of mid. Not every mid is on the same height, if you know what I mean, depending on hitbox. And you need to figure out to which direction your opponent is evading you and what is the best move to use against people who like to spam evasive moves or crushing moves. I just wanted to point this one out, and I hope you learned something and have fun practicing.